India's population decline, a growing concern. For decades, India was projected to become the world's most populated country, with a young, thriving workforce fueling rapid economic growth. But recent reports predict a shocking reversal. By 2100, India's population could drop by over 400 million people. That's like losing the entire population of the US and Canada combined. Why is this happening? Fertility rates have plummeted from 5.3 children per woman in the 1960s to just 2.0 today, below the replacement rate of 2.1 needed to sustain a population. Urbanization and education. More educated families are choosing to have fewer children, just like we saw in Japan, South Korea, and even China. Rising living costs, career ambitions, and economic pressures are making people think twice before starting a family. Just a few years ago, experts were worried about overpopulation in India. Now, the conversation has flipped. Is India heading toward a population collapse? At first, a smaller population might not seem like a bad thing. Fewer people, fewer resources consumed, right? Wrong. India's biggest economic advantage was its massive young workforce, driving industries, innovation, and growth. But with fewer births and an aging population, India could grow old before it grows rich, just like South Korea and Japan, where aging populations have crippled economic growth. South Korea's birth rate has dropped to a record 0.72, the lowest in the world. Now they're desperately trying to increase birth rates, offering cash incentives, housing benefits, even matchmaking programs. But nothing is working. Could India face the same fate? Even tech leaders like Elon Musk have warned about population collapse, calling it one of humanity's biggest threats. If India's population shrinks, there would be economic slowdown, where we might have fewer workers, lower productivity, weaker markets, aging crisis with more elderly people needing care, but fewer young workers to support them, shrinking global influence with less manpower, slower innovation, weaker economic dominance. So while countries once feared India becoming too big, the real question is, what happens if India becomes too small?